We welcome you to this broadcast of Ohio Athletic Conference Championship Women's Basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the Ohio Northern University Sports Center where Marietta will take on Ohio Northern. Today's game brought to you by the following sponsors: John and Tony's Restaurant, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Jalapeno's Mexican Grill, Whatever Cards and Games, Crown, and NKTelco. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and with me this afternoon, Dave Kanapke. Thanks for joining us. It's a classic matchup. Marietta 20-6 overall, and Ohio Northern number 18 in the country, 22-4 overall. And there you see the Ohio Northern University squad as they are just a couple of minutes away from our tip-off here at the Sports Center. And Dave Kanapke, quite a thrilling game for Ohio Northern in their last start on this same court.
Yeah, last start here. Last game, they won 52-51. They were behind most of the game. They only led for 7 minutes. Brooke Allen had a big game, 16 points, 15 rebounds. Grace Dean held them in, 9 points off the bench. But Bryn Serban was the hero as she shot 2 free throws to tie and to take the lead and ultimately win it for Ohio Northern.
Northern is seeking their 5th Ohio Athletic Conference Tournament crown, their first since the 2016-17 season. Marietta looking for its 2nd OAC tournament title in school history. Marietta College won the 2018 tournament, defeating the top-seeded Polar Bears. Let's take a look at how it's shaken down over the last week or so. As you see, Ohio Northern, the top seed, against Marietta in the championship game, the number 2 seed.
Yeah, you know, on the left side, Otterbein had to defeat Wilmington. They won by 1. And then on Thursday night, Ohio Northern defeated Otterbein 52-51 to get to the championship. On the right side, the very right side, Baldwin Wallace beat John Carroll by 11. Marietta last Thursday on their home court, they're down a lot of the first half, controlled the second half, won by 6 over Baldwin Wallace. So the whole bracket has been chalk. The higher seeds have won, and so we have 1 versus 2 here in the finals.
And of course, Ohio Northern University was the regular season champion. As you can see, the hardware there for the Polar Bears. And you move on down, and the trophy they're playing for here this afternoon right there, as you can see that. And of course, an automatic berth in the NCAA Division III tournament. That is what is at stake in this tournament. And then after that, it's really a matter of how the rankings all turn out, whether the loser gets into the tournament.
Yeah, you don't want to leave it to chance to the committee. They want to take care of business. The seniors here, probably their last home game here at Ohio Northern. They want to go out winning on top, winning the league. They haven't lost a league game all year at home at the ONU Center. They want to complete that here today with a win in OAC Championship games.
Say we're just moments away from our national anthem, which will be sung by the Vice President and Dean of Students here at Ohio Northern University, Adrienne Thompson Bradshaw. She'll be walking over to grab the microphone here in just a moment here on NKTelco Sports. Thanks for joining us as we now have our national anthem.
President and Dean of Students here at ONU, Adrienne Thompson Bradshaw.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
The students here at Ohio Northern University, Adrian Thompson Bradshaw, with a stirring rendition of our national anthem.
What's she doing next year for the Super Bowl?
Wow.
She was awesome.
And I'll tell you, it is quite a place to watch a basketball game. We talked about it over the course of this season. They've done some renovations to the facility here at Ohio Northern, and it's just a great place to watch a game. Involves the students, and it's become very fan-friendly, I guess you could say. And we saw a great game in the semifinals against Otterbein.
It was a great game. It was a great atmosphere. The fans in it. With this being on a Saturday, I think there's even more people. Hope they have the same game like that.
That's what Ohio Athletic Conference basketball is all about. Our starters for the Marietta College Pioneers under head coach Cole Vivian. Number 3, a senior, Camille Cummings. Number 22, a junior, Madison Cecil. Number 25, another junior, Kelly Levering at 5'10". Number 32, Paige Tolson, a sophomore at 5'3". And Hannah Croft, a junior, 5'11", out of Marietta High School in Marietta on the hometown team. So it's Cummings, Cecil, Levering, Tolson, and Croft is who starts for the Pioneers today. Number 3 for Ohio Northern. As the lights go down, that's Bryn Serbin, a leader in many OAC categories. And there's Layla Dials, number 12, a sophomore. And from Lahaina, Maui, Hawaii, number 13, a sophomore, Abby Akamine. Number 32, a junior, number 2 rebounder in the OAC, Kristen Lursman out of Fort Jennings. And number 44, who played an outstanding game in the semifinals, 16 points, 15 rebounds, a sophomore, Brooke Allen. So it's Serbin, Dials, Akamine, Lursman, and Allen for the Polar Bears. Let's move on to our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First, for the visiting Marietta Pioneers.
Pioneers, Cole Vivian, rebounding is always important. These are the top 2 OAC teams in rebounding, so it's going to be a battle under the boards. He wants to do a good job of defending Serbin in the post play. That was so key in Thursday's win, and he wants to move the ball against ONU's defense. The defense is so good, wants to create scoring opportunities, ball movement and spacing. Now for the Polar Bears, they want to play good transition defense at high level. Want to keep a lid on the turnover, always play that strong league play and strong floor play, and want to continue to rebound at both ends as well.
Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. There's the tip. Ohio Northern will have the basketball first. And our officials for tonight's game, Kyle Potcutter, Jeff Clausen, Silas Bowers, as Akamine goes inside, misses the first shot of today's game. A rebound comes down to Marietta. Up court come the Pioneers. Number 22, Madison Cecil with the basketball. Marietta, Dave, will play 11 players, and it's an entirely different starting lineup than what we saw back here. And I guess it would have been December when the Pioneers played on this floor. The rebound comes down to Serbin. Looking to go inside. Off the glass, off balance shot. She'll go to the line, I do believe.
Serbin in the game on Thursday night only had a couple points in the first half. I can see her being more assertive early in this game. She came alive in the second half. The big foul shots to win it on Thursday. She has 2 foul shots here.
Bryn Serbin at the free throw line. She hit the 2 big free throws against Otterbein to put the Polar Bears into the finals. She comes into today's game, well, make that one 75 out of 94 on the season. Just over 80% at the line for the 5'5" senior. Second free throw also good. Northern with a 2-0 lead as Marietta with the basketball. It's going to be Cecil back over to the right side, and Levering pushes it in the corner. They'll go inside with the move. Turnaround jumper no good by Hannah Croft. going to be on number 3, Camille Cummings, out of Cardinal High School. She'll pick up her first and the team's second.
Good post defense there by Allen and Lursman underneath.
Servin trying to go inside, but she'll lose it. That's going to be a Ohio Northern turnover.
Marietta, you touched on, they play a lot of players. A very unusual lineup. Their top 3 scorers, they average all about 9. They're not even in the starting lineup, but they play a lot of the minutes. But Gribble, Hefner, and Hahn will get a lot of minutes. Hahn is this leading rebounder in the OAC.
Ball goes to Croft, 15-footer, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Lursman. Number 2 rebounder in the OAC gets it to Servin. Servin, great court vision, goes inside, shot doesn't go, but she'll draw the foul. And here comes a host of Marietta substitutes. Olivia Gribble,
3 new players in the lineup for Marietta.
Devin Hefner, and Aaron Hahn all into this lineup for Marietta.
And those are those top 3 scorers I mentioned. All Gribble at 9.5, the other one's a 9.4, 9.0. Hahn, 9 points and 9 rebounds as Servin hits the first free throw.
8:18 to go on the John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Ohio Northern off to a 4-0 start as Servin has 4 straight free throws to open this one up. At stake is a berth in the NCAA Division III tournament with the winner here will get the automatic bid from the OAC. Got a foul in the backcourt. That'll go against Akamine.
Akamine, her first team scores for the quarter. In for the Bears, number 11,
Abby Dixon came into the game. She had a strong game defensively in the win over Otterbein on Thursday.
Out front it goes. Marietta looking for their first score as we hit the 8-minute mark. Shot no good. Rebound to Dials. Allen races up court. Dials will go to the right side. Servin gets it inside to Allen. Allen turnaround off the glass. First field goal of the afternoon for Brooke Allen, and we saw her have a great game against Otterbein. She'll pick up the loose ball and Servin across the timeline. Inside Lursman for the layup. She'll score.
Great entry pass there by Servin. Exactly how Lursman could catch it. Momentum right to the basket. Big 8-0 lead right now for Pole Bears.
7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Opening quarter with the basketball is Gribble trying to go inside. She'll get it back out to Hefner. Hefner pushes it out to Gribble for 3, and she'll connect. 7:05 to go, first quarter, and that'll be a 2 as Marietta gets on the board.
Gribble is their best three-point shooter. She has 46 three-pointers on the season.
Servin back out to Lursman inside Allen. She's going to work on Croft. Back out. Lursman should shoot the 3. Shot off the iron, and the rebound comes down to Croft. Up court quickly. Tolson inside. Shot doesn't go. Lursman has a hand on it. Let's see who it goes off of. Mackenzie Wilson, number 15, and Hannah Schill back into the lineup for Marietta. And for Ohio Northern, we've got Grace Dean, number 25, into the lineup. Shot from the corner by Hefner is good.
A couple long-range shots cuts the lead to 3.
3-point Ohio Northern lead. Servin back out to Lursman. Also in the lineup is number 4, Jada Benjamin, as she handles the basketball there as Dean goes inside. Left-handed shot, no good. Rebound off to the Pioneers. Inside shot, no good by Hefner. Ohio Northern will clear the boards. Servin. Seen it a lot over the year off the glass, and Serban, who comes into today's game averaging 14.3 points per game, has 6 already as we hit the 5.5-minute mark of our opening quarter. Wilson makes the move, and she'll draw the foul. And Mackenzie Wilson out of Wapakoneta, 6'1" junior.
Nearby Wapakoneta just down the interstate here. Averages 5 points a game. A 6-foot junior.
Sure, there are a few folks from Wapakoneta here to watch Mackenzie. She'll connect on the free throw. Rebound comes off to the Luresman after Wilson's miss, and Serban will bring it up court. Dixon also in the lineup with Serban. A little different combination that we saw for Ohio Northern. Used quite a bit in the semifinal contest. Down court quickly is Schill. She's going to lose it out of bounds. Marietta with the turnover.
A little bit too fast, lost it. Kelly Levering in the game, number 25. And also number 20, Allie Braken for the Pioneers.
5:05 to go here in quarter number 1. 4-point Ohio Northern lead. Serban looks inside. She'll get it to Dean. Dean will put it on the floor, puts it up, shot just a little bit short. Rebound comes down to Wilson. She'll run the court. Schill is in the right side. That's where it'll go. Hannah Schill, shot no good. Rebound to Serban. It's amazing the number of rebounds that go long, and Serban will grab them.
She always seems to be where the ball is. Probably the odds-on favorite to be OAC Player of the Year. That'll be named next week.
Got a break in the action. 4:30 to go. Opening quarter of basketball. Ohio Northern 10, Marietta 6. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports. To go here in our first quarter of play. Ohio Northern comes out 3 out of 7 from the field, 43%, but Dave, Marietta struggling a little bit from the field.
Yeah, they struggled at first down there, but they got the jump shot by Gribble and then the three-pointer by Hefner. Got them right back here. See if Ohio Northern can kind of pick up the pace that they were going with early when they had that 8-0 run.
Marietta 2 out of 9 from the field as the ball goes inside. Shot up and in. And Brooke Allen will make the bucket. Back on offense, 80 Hill with the basketball. Inside, working hard as Levering. Going to lose the basketball. And Dixon will bring it up court. Peyton Warnicki into the lineup out of Ottawa Glandorf for Ohio Northern. Allen with it, back over to Warnicki. Dixon and Benjamin over to the right side. Allen gets the lob inside, working on Wilson. Shot doesn't go. Warnicki tried to get the rebound, but number 20, Allie Grake, will have it up court. Open for 3. Shot rims in and out by Hill. Benjamin out front, working on Greg. Back out to Warnicki, looking inside. Let's see what the call is. It's going to go against Wilson.
That's her first.
That'll be her first, team's 4th. with 3:13 to go here in the quarter. 12-6 our score. Ohio Northern with the lead and the basketball. Benjamin, or rather Akamine has it as they work it around the perimeter. Mackenzie Soprano in there. Akamine's shot no good. Allen with the offensive rebound. Akamine's shot off target, but Allen there for the rebound.
Well, it's picking up where she left off on Thursday night when she had 16 points and 15 rebounds.
Into the lane goes Tolson. It's going to be Marietta's third turnover of the quarter.
Such a different game so far than what was a Thursday. Ohio Northern trailed about the whole game. They've led the whole way so far. Seem to be the more aggressive team here this afternoon.
Feels like a more of an up-tempo pace for some reason for Ohio Northern. Serving across the timeline. Warnicki out front gets it to Akamine in the left wing inside Allen. Dumps it off to Warnicki. Back out front, Akamine. Serban inside. Warnicki double teamed. Goes into the lane. Looking for Allen, I believe. Got screened out on that one, but it goes out of bounds. Now it'll be an Ohio Northern turnover. Polar Bears also have they have 4 turnovers now so far here in the first quarter.
One stat to look at, both coaches talked about the key of rebounding. So far, the Polar Bears leading 10-5.
Shot no good by Hill, and Allen with the rebound. Serban will bring it up court. Coming up on 2 minutes to go on that John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Serban with a move, and a shot doesn't go. Rebound. There's going to be a foul as Camille Cummings. Foul will go against Soprano, number 14. So that'll be the Polar Bears' third foul. Marietta with 4 at the minute 57 mark of our opening quarter. Dean will come back in, as does Dials for Ohio Northern. Out front with the ball is Hefner. Short jump shot Cummings, no good. Here comes Dials. Serban to go to the right side. Dials out front. Now makes a move to the left side. Gets it to Dean inside. Croft against her. Back out front. Serban wants to go inside. This is what she does best.
Nice move. What quickness.
Left-handed shot for Serban. And it's a 10-point Ohio Northern lead. Cummings trying to work inside. There's the steal. Akamine, I believe, comes up with a defensive play there. She brings it up court. Serban. Left side. Back out front. Loersman. Inside Dean. Serban behind the arc. Make sure she's behind the arc. Wants to move it inside. Dean will come out. She has the basketball, looking for Akamine, and finds instead the Marietta bench, and that's a turnover for the Polar Bears. That'll be number 5.
There's some good defense there by the Pioneers. Serban a couple times tried to drive, made Polar Bears work for their shot, and ultimately a turnover gives it back to Pioneers. Pioneers have really not gotten to their flow so far on offensive. Right now, only shooting 2 of 13.
Shot clock is at 15 seconds. And our clock counting down, coming up on 20 seconds. Shot clock at 10. So inside the lane they go. Nice defensive play there by Dean. As Devin Hefner went inside for Marietta. And the Pioneers will maintain the basketball.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Croft. Rebound. Put up and by Madison Cecil, and she'll draw the foul.
A little bit of a break. It almost looked like she thought it was closer to the end of the quarter, and she put up a shot quick. Got the foul, will shoot 2.
A little bit off balance when she took the shot, but she gets the foul, so she'll go to the line. Aaron Hahn stepping to the free throw line, 58% free throw shooter.
Top rebounder in the OAC as we get another look here. As you see Hahn, she just turned around and chucked it quickly. Through the foul, she makes 1 of 2.
Hahn will get her first point on that second free throw. 16-7, 9-point lead, Serban. At the buzzer, shot no good, so first period is in the books. Ohio Northern 16, Marietta 7. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we have the coolest beverages in town and specials to satisfy all appetites.
Check out our Facebook page for all the details and times of Browndy's Pies. Get this great pizza by the slice or take home a whole pie. And don't forget his spectacular subs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we have all the supplies you need for game day celebrations.
Four Seasons Drive-Thru, 205 North Main Street in Ada. Great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
Go Bears!
There you see the Ohio Northern University pep band making things lively on a Saturday afternoon here on the campus of Ohio Northern University. Second period of basketball. Marietta will have the ball. They trail by 9 points as Ohio Northern has started strong here against the Pioneers.
A lively start for ONU. They're 6 of 14 from the field. Pioneers only 2 of 15 from the field.
Pioneers trying to get on track. Gribble with the jumper, no good. Just enough defensive pressure there to have Gribble miss that shot. Second one, no good. Allen has her hands on it. Akamini on the floor, taken away there by Hahn. And it's going to be a foul on number 44, Brooke Allen.
There's a possession where the rebounding made a difference. They had 3 chances in the last one. Hahn is the rebound, and Aaron Hahn will go back to shoot 2 foul shots.
Pops in and out. As we have mentioned, Hahn, the #1 rebounder in the OAC, 9 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. She'll miss both free throws, 58% shooter on the season.
Marietta's 2 of 6 in the free throws so far. ONU is a perfect 4 for 4.
All from Bryn Serban, too, to start the game. Akamine's shot goes in and out, and Drake with the rebound. Tosses it over to Schill, inside Croft. Croft looks out front. She'll go inside and put it up and in. Hannah Croft. Nice move inside, a 5'11" junior. Another Marietta High School player here on the Pioneer squad. Serban into the lane, back out. Akamine, she'll shoot the 3. Shot is short. A rebound will be tracked down there by Drake.
Oh, the second 3-pointer that ONU has attempted today.
Northern had all sorts of problems from behind the arc against Otterbein.
Yeah, 1 of 14.
Inside. Shot no good by Croft. Rebound. Hahn is going to have part of it, but so will Luersman. Let's see what we got. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor Ohio Northern.
They called a kickball on Marietta in that exchange of the scrum there, as the referee goes by and explains it to the coach, Cole Vivian.
Serban back over to Dials. Akamine. Dean in the wing to Serban. Down low. Luersmo's open, but a recovery there by Aaron Hahn at the last second prevented an easy Ohio Northern basket.
Hahn is definitely making her presence known. She's got some offensive rebounds there. That was just a great defensive play. She tipped it just enough to go off the Ohio Northern player.
On with the basketball, gets it over to the left side, and Schill, short jumper, no good. Croft up and in. Hannah Croft comes into today's game averaging 3.8 points, and she's got 4.
Yeah, she's giving them an inside presence that they hadn't had so far. Back-to-back baskets.
Serban will get it back out to Lursman. Inside Dean. Dean puts it off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Hahn. Racing up court is Grigg, number 20. Marietta moving the basketball. It's out front now. Schill. They'll take the shot from Hahn, and she'll connect. And Marietta, slowly recovering from that slow start, finds themselves down by 3.
6-0 run for Marietta to start here in the second quarter.
Dials with the basketball. She wants to move into the lane. Pushed out there by Gribble. And Gribble will come away with the basketball. Olivia Gribble, 5'8" junior. The ball goes to the left side, and Schill. Schill goes inside. There's Croft, but Dean will foul her.
Anna Croft has really got the Marietta Pioneers going. So asserting herself underneath at 2 baskets, field goal before. Chance for 2 free throws here as they're taking a look on a replay. Nice pass underneath to Croft. She goes right up there, and Dean didn't really have a choice, had to foul her.
That's going to put Hannah Croft at the line. 26 out of 41 from the free throw line, 63%. She'll connect on the first one. 2-point basketball game on the John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Allen with the rebound. And Bryn Serban will bring it up court. Looks to go inside. She'll draw the foul.
Nice move there. Serban hadn't been controlling the basketball as much. They're going through the post, and they weren't able to get any baskets in. Serban back at the foul line where she's 4-4 here this afternoon so far.
Croft will go out, and Mackenzie Wilson will come back in for Marietta. Serban connects on the free throw. 5 out of 5 at the line for the Ohio Northern University senior. Make it 6 in a row. Lead is at 4 points for Ohio Northern. Dribble, trying to make something happen. Dixon on her for Ohio Northern. Back over to Hefner. Hefner almost lost the basketball. Shot up and in by Devin Hefner out of South High School in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Clock coming up on 6 minutes. Ohio Northern's lead at 2 points as they go inside. Up and in. Assist Serban, and Allen with the basket. She's got 8.
Allen definitely has some nice post moves. Good take one way, laid in the other way.
Tolson inside. Shot doesn't go for Kelly Levering. Serban moving up court into the lane. There's the shot. No good. Rebound comes off to Kelly Levering. Tolson up court. Inside pass. It goes to Levering trying to make a move inside. Reverse layup. It's going to fall home. She has 3, and it's 20-18.
Lindsey Wilson with a nice reverse layup here.
Serban got it. Bryn Serban. 5 minutes on the clock, and Serban knocks one home. And that brings the student section here at Ohio Northern to life.
Serban's 51st 3 on the season. That was a big one.
Wilson inside. It goes to Levering. She'll take the jumper and connect. Kelly Levering, 5'10" junior out of Olentangy Liberty.
Well, Marietta was really struggling the first quarter on offense, but they've been clicking here in the second quarter.
Dixon, no good. Hefner with a rebound. She'll take it inside, and the foul's going to be on Serban.
Foul on the line of order, number 3, Bryn Serban. First team's third quarter. Timeout.
4 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Ohio Northern 23, Marietta 20. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Narita Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaritaLanes.com for more info.
There you see the Ohio Northern University huddle and head coach Mark Hillsman, regular season champions of the OAC, trying to post a win against Marietta. The two teams split during the regular season.
Marietta, the first quarter was only 2 of 15 from the field. Since then, in the second quarter, they're red hot, 6 of 11.
Yeah, the shooting percentage is definitely beginning to even out in this one. Free throw is good by Devin Hefner. Hefner 50 out of 57. Make it 51 out of 58 as she tries to improve upon an 88% free throw percentage. The line as Neil Cummings will come back into the lineup.
Following up on earlier, said they split during the season. Back on December 3rd, ONU won here 54-43, and there in Marietta in January, Marietta won 68-61. Whoever had the most rebounds in each one of those games won the contest.
And that's, both coaches put rebounding as a key. Soprano's shot no good. Dean and Olsen battling for the rebound. That's going to go against Dean.
25 is really battling for that rebound. Good fundamentals. Dean just got a little bit too much of the body.
And Marietta College with possession of the basketball at the 4-minute mark, and they can take the lead here with a field goal. Hill back over to Tolson. Tolson, Benjamin on her. They'll get it over to the left side of number 14, Hefner. Hefner, Serban. Hefner, Serban's got it. Battle. It's going to be a jump ball as Tolson comes in from the backside, as Dials will enter the contest.
Number 12, Layla Dials.
What a battle for the basketball.
Yeah, it was, Serban had it, but she couldn't give it to anybody. She didn't have any teammate that she could hand it off. It was just a scrum. Serban leading everybody with 13 points. Allen with 21. That's 21 of the 23 points for Ohio Northern. Those two are having strong games. I'd like to see a little more balance. Some other players step up as well for the Polar Bears.
With the basketball is Allen out front. Serban gets it over to Soprano. Soprano inside Dials. On the floor, the ball goes. She looks back out, looks inside, trying to find somebody open, and got a foul from the backside, I think, on Marietta, as Soprano cut across the lane.
Polar Bears fortunate there, and it wasn't going anywhere. Dials was in trouble. Got bailed out, if you will, with a foul.
Serban will inbound it. Luersman back out to Dials. Thought about it. Defense on her. Inside it goes to Allen. Allen, nice move. Shot doesn't go. Rebound, Hannah Croft. Hefner over to the right side and Schill. Back out front it comes Hefner again. And we've got a foul on the rebound. I think that's going to go against number 3, Camille Cummings. Cummings with the foul. That'll be her second. And Hahn will come back in as Cummings Wings will go out. Olivia Gribble comes back in out of Norwin High School in Irving, Pennsylvania.
The coaches using their bench. This is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. Both with deep teams, and they're going to need everybody today.
Dials has the basketball, finds Lursman in the wing. Lursman trying to make the move there on Hahn. They'll get it back out to Allen. Right at the free throw line, off the glass, and Ohio Northern's lead is 3 points. She is into double figures with 10 points. Gribble. Shot no good. Comes back to Dials for the rebound. Serban. Cut off there by Croft. She'll come back out and take the three. Had a good look, but it doesn't fall for the Ohio Northern senior. Gribble now with it. Back over to Hahn. Schill. Hahn out front. Lursman on her. Gribble will handle it against Dials. Trying to go inside. Dribbles into Soprano, and that's going to be a jump ball. Soprano with the good defense creates the jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Marietta. Hefner looking for Gribble. She'll go into the lane. Nice pull-up jumper off the glass, and with a minute 38, it's a 1-point game.
Gribble, their leading scorer at 9.5 on the season. You can see on that shot why she's their leading scorer.
Inside Allen. Shot no good. Lursman puts it up, no good. And Ohio Northern misses an opportunity there, and it could cost them the lead here. Schill back out front, Gribble for three. Well short. And with a minute 8 to go, Ohio Northern escapes the bullet.
Yeah, Ohio Northern has led the whole way so far, but Marietta's had a few possessions where they can have taken the lead, including that one.
Soprano. Shot no good. Allen with a rebound. Puts it up and in.
Rick Allen continues to be a force underneath for ONU. Marietta underneath, up and under. Nice move there by Aaron Hahn. Hahn now with 5. Cuts the lead back to 3 as Bryn Serban will walk it over the timeline. Shot clock is 5 seconds less than what game clock. There's a 3 by Serban. Rebound underneath by Allen. They kick it out to Serban. They can run it down almost exactly. The shot clock matches game clock. We're at 10 seconds to go. Lursman back to Serban quickly. Allen banks it. Rolls off, but Brooke Allen will shoot 2 foul shots. Brooke Allen has had a big game as we took another replay. Nice left-handed pass by Serban. Allen quickly banks it. Allen with 2 foul shots here. Try to extend that 1-point lead. Not able to. Coming off a double-double with 16 points and a career-high 15 against Audubon. The second one is in 3.8 seconds. We'll see if Marietta is able to get a shot off here. That's Hefner to drive all the way. Just misses it. So our score at halftime, Ohio Northern 28. Marietta College at 26. A very up-tempo first half of basketball. Dave Helmstetter will be with head coach Mark Hilsman for the Polar Bears.
Ohio Northern with a 2-point lead over Marietta here at halftime. We're with Coach Mark Hilsman. tight first half.
Your observation.
That's just a really good game. Two teams going at it. They've got really good players offensively. We've gotten in some bad spots defensively, and it's led to some easy baskets for them. And then we haven't rebounded it very well, so we've got a lot of work to do.
Second half, what would you like to see your team do better?
We got to rebound it better at both ends. And our transition defense has to improve. We're getting into some bad matchups because we're not getting back and communicating well enough.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. Ohio Northern with a 2-point lead, 28-26 over Marietta here in the Ohio Athletic Conference Tournament Championship game. You are college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get NKTelco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NKTelco today.
My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Ohio Athletic Conference Tournament Championship game here at Ohio Northern. There you see the score. Polar Bears up by 2. Let's take a look at our first half numbers and see what they reveal about a very interesting first half of basketball.
Thanks, Dave. Our halftime stats brought to you by Wagner's IJ in Minster. Overall, the shooting is very even. 10 of 32 for Marietta compared to 10 of 31 for Ohio Northern. Big difference, though, between the quarters. Marietta was 2 of 15 in the first quarter, 8 of 17 in the second quarter. Three-point shooting, 1 of 5 and 1 of 7. Free throws, Marietta 5 of 10, Ohio Northern 7 of 8. Rebounding, slight edge, 25-21 Ohio Northern. Turnovers, pretty even, 5 and 6. Some of the individual scoring, Hannah Croft with 5, Devin Hefner with 7, Aaron Hahn with 5 points and 5 rebounds for Marietta. Only 3 players have scored for Ohio Northern. Brooke Allen had a big day with 13 points, 6 of 9 shooting, 6 rebounds. Bryn Serban's been great so far. Kristen Lursman, 3 points. The rest of the players for Ohio Northern are 0 of 11 for the field, so I'm sure Coach Tilsman wants to have a little more balance. Continues that high quality of play from his top players.
Serban goes inside, shot doesn't fall. She'll get her own rebound somehow, and it's going to go off of Marietta. Very smart play by Serban. Got trapped and tossed it off a Marietta player's foot, and it goes out of bounds, and Ohio Northern will have it. Serban on the inbound. Comes into Lursman. Serban in the corner. There she goes. Shot no good. Lursman has it in her hand, and it goes out of bounds, and Marietta will have a chance to either tie or take the lead.
Some of the other things, Ohio Northern had a lead of 10 at one time. They led it 9 after 1. They have led this entire game so far.
Marietta with the basketball. They'll get it inside. Levering shot no good. A rebound. Croft had it as well as Ohio Northern. Marietta will have the basketball.
Another stat, 19 points off the bench for Marietta. No bench scoring so far for Ohio Northern.
Cecil into the lane, puts the shot up, and it's going to roll home. And Madison Cecil, her first basket of the afternoon, will tie it up at 28-all. Madison Cecil out of Highland High School. Dials open for 15. Shot partially blocked, but Luersman gets the big rebound, puts the shot up, and it's going to count.
Nice move by Luersman. A nice strong move, followed through strong there. Chance of the three-point play. So Marietta tied the game up for the first time since the beginning of the game. Luersman responds. As you see another look on our replay. Now back to live action. She hits the free throw for the three-point play.
Luersman 68% from the line, connects on a three-point play, and Ohio Northern's lead is at 3. Tolson has it out front, number 32 at 5'3", tries to move it inside, shoots it to the corner. With the basketball is Cecil. They'll go inside to Croft. Shot will go up and in, and Hannah Croft with the bucket. She's got 7.
It's like all her baskets have been at big points where they needed a basket too, and that one cuts the lead to 1.
Serban out front. To the corner. Akamine. Shot no good. Rebound. Levering up court quickly is Cecil, or rather Tolson. Tolson from behind the arc will shoot it over to Cecil on the right side. Works inside, shot off, but glass no good, and Serban gets the rebound. High Northern just hanging on to this lead. It's 1 point. They'll go inside to Luersman. Akamine in the corner. Luersman working hard, gets it back out to Akamine. Allen, 15-footer. I'll tell you what, if Brooke Allen hits a couple of 15-footers, this game could really change. 15 points for Allen.
She's 7 of 10 from the field today.
Northern's lead at 3. Tolson shot no good. Akamine has the rebound. Luersman will grab it, and Serban will bring it up court. Dials out front. Allen inside Luersman. Allen will go down low. Luersman moves inside. That means Dials is open outside, but High Northern just cannot get that shot. Cecil pushes it in the corner. Tolson back over to Cummings. Shot by Cecil, no good. Serban picks it up on one bounce. Fast break, Serban. She's going inside. Shot doesn't go. And back the other way we come. Up tempo. 6.5 to go, third period of play. Cummings shot no good. And Serban has the basketball.
A long time since she's had dead ball. Marietta has some of their top scorers coming into the game.
Luersman takes a beautiful pass from Serban. Looks one way, passes the other, assists Serban, and Luersman's basket makes it a 5-point Ohio Northern lead.
Here comes all those subs. 5 new players for Marietta, including their top 3 scorers. Gribble, Hahn, and also Hefner. You touched on that pass. It wasn't just an assist. It was at the perfect spot to lead Luersman right to the basket. Made it easy for Luersman to take the basket and make the lead back to 5.
Comes from a lot of experience playing together and a lot of experience on the court for Serban as well. With the basketball is Hefner. She'll fire the 3. Shot no good. Going to be a foul on the rebound. I think that's going to go against Luersman for Ohio Northern. That's her first.
As far as fouls go for Ohio Northern, you have Grace Dean with 3. Nobody else with 2.
Outside jumper, dribble, no good. Rebound, Wilson. Gets it back over to Schill. Schill gets it out front, and Marietta will work it. Hefner with the basketball, trying to move inside. Wilson will have it. They'll get it back out to Gribble. Short jumper on the baseline. Shot no good. battle for the rebound. It's going to be Ohio Northern basketball.
Good job there by Layla Dials as she worked hard for that rebound. Through the foul on Marietta, so a chance for Polar Bears to extend their 5-point lead.
Serban brings it across midcourt. Hefner on her. Luersman will roll inside or near the free throw line. Now she rolls deeper. Dean will take it, and it's going to be a travel on Dean. Turnover by Ohio Northern. That's 6 so far here today for Ohio Northern. Make it 7, excuse me. 7 turnovers, Ohio Northern inside to Wilson. Shot no good, and Luersman will draw her second foul here in the matter of a couple of possessions. Got a break in the action, 4:54 to go. Ohio Northern 35, Marietta College 30. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
There you see the Ohio Northern University squad going back out on the court. Ohio Northern looking for a few points off the bench. It's a little bit misleading in a sense. Marietta's got 19 points off the bench against none for Ohio Northern. That's a daunting statistic in this one.
But part of it is they also, their leading scorers do not start, so it's more natural they're going to get their points off the bench. So that might be a little bit misleading. The other thing, Marietta has scored for 3.5 minutes here as Wilson trying to hit the second one, misses 2 foul shots.
Scramble for the rebound. Soprano on the floor. And Ohio Northern will get the basketball there with 4:51 to go as Peyton Warnicki will come in as Luersman will catch a breather with 4:51 to go.
35-30, this is pretty well a little bit below the paces of the two of the top scoring teams in the OAC. Ohio Northern 66 a game, Marietta 63 a game.
A little change in defenses as Marietta tries to get the double team as Ohio Northern brings it up court. Serban, she'll make that move and she'll score. I tell you, when you get her into the lane like that, she's usually successful.
She is
7-point Ohio Northern lead.
She is tough to defend one-on-one underneath.
Ball goes inside. Ohio Northern defense. It's going to be a travel. 4:17 to go in the third period. And Marietta trying to change this thing up just a little bit as they find themselves down by 7.
Yeah, full court pressure. You know, they played 12 in the first half. Probably figured they have a little deeper bench. They got to do something. They haven't scored in over 4 minutes now.
Soprano goes to the baseline. She'll pull it back out to Dixon. Allen runs the cut. Dixon will get it inside to her. There's the move off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Hahn. Up court quickly. Wilson tosses it back out. The 3 shot no good. Taken by Schill, and Ohio Northern with a rebound.
Can't get any more open than what Schill was. Sometimes you can be too open. She had too much time to think about that.
Inside, Allen double team. In trouble. Ball taken away. And with it comes Aaron Hahn. Brings it up court. Wilson trying to make a move on Allen. They're going to call the foul on Allen.
Last time the Marietta scored was with 8:31 to go in this quarter when they cut the lead to 1.
That foul goes against Bryn Serban. That'll be her second. as Devin Hefner will inbound it for Marietta. Hill into the lineup, number 10 for Marietta. It's going to lose the ball out of bounds. So we got 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in a 7-point Ohio Northern lead. And Warnicki will inbound it, but we're going to have a timeout, Marietta. Cole Vivian takes the timeout with 3:12 to go. Our score, Ohio Northern 37, Marietta 30. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
7-point Ohio Northern lead as Marietta coach Cole Vivian takes the timeout. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the third period of action. As Marietta tried to switch gears a little bit to more of an up tempo and trying to get some turnovers in the backfield or in the backcourt. And Cole Vivian, he's a 2008 grad of University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. He comes in today with a 120 and 57 career record. Really has enjoyed a very, very successful and fruitful career at Marietta. With the basketball now, Ohio Northern trying to extend that lead to more than 7. Brooke Allen, 17 points for Allen.
That's even tops her 16-point effort she had against Otterbein on Thursday night.
Still lots of basketball to play in this one. We're in the third period. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go on that John and Tony Restaurant scoreboard. Outside three, and there it is. Kelly Levering.
That breaks a scoring drought of about 6 minutes.
Serban trying to be double teamed, and there's going to be a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go against number 25, Kelly Levering.
In the first quarter, Marietta really struggled. They were 2 of 15, but they turned it on in the second quarter. Third quarter, they've been dry on offense again. That was a big three that they needed.
Dixon will get the basketball, runs into trouble, pulls up the dribble, handoff Serban, and she'll bring it up court. She's going to go inside. Bryn Serban, right, left hand in the basket.
Well, Abby Dixon was in some trouble, but why not hand it off to a friend like Bryn Serban? What a move.
Blocked by Serban. Wow. 2:02 here in the quarter.
Bryn Serban just 5'5". She blocked a shot of one of the post players from Marietta. Definitely showing off her athletic ability this afternoon.
Inbounded. Back out front to Wilson. Hill has it. They'll go inside looking for Levering, but it'll come back out to Tolson. Finds an opening. Shot no good. Rebound Warnicki. Here comes Serban. Marietta back on defense. Let's see how Serban operates here. She'll pull it back out wisely and set it up. 20 seconds on the shot clock as we come down to 1:35. Look at that. Shot doesn't fall. What a move. Shot doesn't go, but Levering will come up with a rebound. Marietta really needs a score here. Levering hit the three. She'll shoot it again. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Tipped out front, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's Ohio Northern basketball.
It's an opportunity there for another three there by Marietta. Just couldn't hit it. Let's go down the stretch here in the third quarter, 119. Trying to stretch that 8-point lead for the Polar Bears as Coach Hillsman trying to get in some reinforcements.
1:19 to go in this quarter. Lorsman gets it into Serban. Into the lane goes Serban. Back over to Soprano. Dixon has it out front. handling the basketball. Soprano to the left. It goes to Lursman. Inside Allen. Allen off the glass. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hill. Hefner surveys the situation. Pull-up jumper. Shot no good, and Lursman will grab the rebound as we coming up on 50 seconds here in our third period of action. 8-point Ohio Northern lead. At stake, an NCAA Division III berth. A win here for either of these two teams guarantees a spot in the tournament. Ball goes out of bounds.
Tough break there as Lursman kind of tripped a little bit. As Allen tried to pass, she had already passed it, so just a bad luck turnover. Ohio Northern's in control with 8 points, but they haven't been able to do the knockout punch yet on Marietta. They're definitely hanging around. Just down by 8 as we get to the end of the third quarter.
9 turnovers for Ohio Northern as Hefner will handle the basketball. Devin Hefner, 5'7" senior, shot clock at 10 seconds. Hefner in trouble, gets it over to Gribble, into the corner, shot no good, and Dixon will get the rebound with 0.2 seconds.
Ball possession, Marietta.
Marietta will get the inbounds basketball. Ohio Northern University Coach Mark Hillsman shouting instructions to his team. Shot does not count. End of 3 quarters of basketball. Ohio Northern 41, Marietta College 33. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen. And check us out on Facebook.
Ohio Northern with an 8-point lead, and we move into the final 10 minutes. There you see somebody that's all fired up about this one. Some of the folks here on a Saturday afternoon on the campus of Ohio Northern University at the Sports Center. Nice crowd, as one would anticipate, on hand, a lively one. OAC Tournament Championship at stake. Ohio Northern will inbound the basketball against Marietta. Top 2 seeds making it to the finals. Dixon will have the basketball. Inside Lursman. Lursman looks for Serbin. Serbin. Pull-up jumper. Bryn Serbin. 19, and it's a 10-point Ohio Northern lead.
Just a big shot by the leader of this ONU team.
And it's going to be a Marietta turnover.
This 10 points matches the biggest lead of the afternoon for Ohio Northern. Marietta is teetering right now.
I put two players here on Ohio Northern as they pressure to get it up to midcourt. Dixon back out to Lursman, over to Serbin. Allen inside, Croft on her. Ball goes to the floor, but there's going to be a foul. That's going to go against number 5, Hannah Schill. Out of Archbishop Hoban. Hannah Schill will get the foul.
Gave Bryn Serbin with 19, Allen with 17, Lursman with 7. And that's always for Ohio Northern. It's rare for just 3 players at college level to be the only ones to score and be up by this point, but those 3 have been great this afternoon.
Dials and Olivia Gribble. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow has the ball going to Marietta.
Keep waiting. Marietta's going to make a run at some point. See if Ohio Northern can answer him or defend it when it happens.
Gribble. And Serban will grab that rebound. Serban will have the basketball. Hefner on Serban. Back out Akamine. Akamine wants to move it inside. Now she'll come back out. Luersman is in the corner as Akamine tries to go inside. Ball's on the floor. And it's going to stay with Ohio Northern.
Fortunate bounce there as ball was on the floor there for quite a while before it eventually went out of bounds, and Serban will trigger it in.
There you see Bryn Serban getting the ball from the official. Akamine inside. She'll draw the foul as Devin Hefner.
Foul number 14.
That'll be her second. And Abby Akamine will step to the free throw line. Abby averaging 5.5 points per game, 2.6 rebounds, and 77% free throw shooter. And at long last, we have points off the Ohio Northern bench.
Or the first time we've had a 4th score for Ohio Northern.
Of course, I guess Akamine was a starter, so this really isn't.
No,
that's not accurate. Akamine, a good free throw shooter. She knocks both those down.
Well, you see Serban now with a double-double with 19 and 10, and Allen with 17. 2 great afternoons. So that's why you can get away with just now 4 players score.
Boy, Olivia Gribble hits a big 3.
They needed that. And that 12 points is the biggest lead of the afternoon. Ohio Northern. Now it's down to 9.
Gribble 28% from behind the arc. It's a huge shot for Marietta. Ohio Northern up by 9. We've got a whistle.
3 seconds.
Lane violation. Grace Dean will come back in, and Allen will catch a breather with 7:48 remaining to be played here. Northern lead at 9. Marietta takes it inside to Wilson off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound Luersman. Number 2 rebounder in the OAC comes up with the board. Serban. Dials is in the right corner. Dean will have it and dump it inside to Dials, who runs the cut. Shot does not go, and Dials will go to the free throw line.
Dials had a big basket against Otterbein late in the game. A chance for 2 free throws here.
Dials at the line, and she'll connect. Second free throw, a little bit too strong, but Dials hustles after it and gets the rebound. Akamine will have it. She'll bring it back out. Serban now with it. Shot clock coming up on 12 seconds. Akamine is in the corner. Luersman will come out. Serban handling the basketball. Back to Luersman. She'll shoot a 3. Kristen Luersman with the 3, and that forces Marietta to take the timeout. 6:59 to play in this one. Ohio Northern 49, Marietta 36. You are watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports. see the student body here at Ohio Northern University. They're into it. OAC Tournament Championship game. Thanks for joining us. Ohio Northern with a 13-point lead. Reason to celebrate, especially the big shot by Luersman. And you go back and look at some seasonal figures. Luersman, 27% from behind the arc. That was number 16 on the year. 56 attempts for Kristen Luersman.
She becomes a third polar bear in double figures. Lead at 13.
A little bit more known for rebounding as Wilson puts the shot up. No good. And there's Luersman with a rebound.
Another thing we haven't mentioned, very good foul shooting for Ohio Northern. 11 of 13 from the line this afternoon.
Wilson with the steal. Going in for the bucket, and she'll score. Mackenzie Wilson. And the lead for Ohio Northern is at 11 points as the Polar Bears get a little careless out front, and Wilson makes them pay.
There's a rare careless turnover there, and they double team Serban.
Doing the double team, and Luersman will get it back to Serban. He gets Serban a little bit deeper, and it's a different game inside like that. Shot doesn't go, and the rebound comes away to Kelly Levering. Tolson up court. Levering gets it back over to the right side, and Drake. Dribble. Shot no good. Rebound. Luersman. Marietta doing that double team. Akamine at midcourt brings it across. Serban into the lane. She'll dish it off. It's going to be blocked. Good defense there as Grace Dean looked to have an open look, and Brooke Allen will come back into the game after catching a breather. Hannah Schill into the lineup for Marietta. I'll tell you, the pace is so up tempo. Even the score may not reflect the pace of today's game.
Yeah, both coaches are trying to have players for the stretch run, but a lot of these players won't be able to go the whole rest of the way.
Luersman shot no good. Hahn with the rebound. Here comes Hefner.
For Marietta, this is the time they need to make their run, try to cut into this 11-point lead.
There's the bucket. And Gribble with the basket. She's got 9. Northern's lead is 9. Dials guarded by Schill. Inside Allen. Turnaround. Brooke Allen, 19 on the afternoon.
9 of 14 from the field this afternoon.
Makes that move inside. She's tough to stop. Schill out front. Goes to the right side. Hefner shot off target. Wilson comes down with a huge rebound for Marietta. Shot no good and out of bounds by Schill. Just a little bit short as Croft will come in and Wilson will go out.
If you're Ohio Northern, what you can't do right now is watch the scoreboard, watch the clock. You just have to keep playing basketball, play hard, play smart, and the OAC Championship will be then. But still a long way to go, over 4 minutes.
Dixon out front. Serban. She'll handle it. Ohio Northern will spread it out just a little bit. Dixon over in the left side. Gribble on her. Dixon handling it into the lane. Pulls it up, back out to Soprano. Inside Allen. Allen loses the ball. Gribble with the steal. Schill will have it in the wing. Goes inside to Croft. She's working on Allen. They're going to call the foul. I believe it'll be on Brooke Allen.
It's not what you call a bad foul, though. It's only her second foul.
That's going to go against Luersman.
Okay,
let's correct myself.
Still only her first, only the first team foul. You don't want Croft to get that basket or three-point play, make her earn it from the line.
Let me correct myself a third time. That goes against Serban, number 3, and that's her third as she comes over and
that one
talks to the official a little bit with a laugh, a smile.
You don't want her to get her 4. She's okay right now with 3. She has played a dynamite game.
6-point Ohio Northern lead. Boy, Marietta's just ratcheting that press up. Try to get it over to Allen, but it's a turnover, and here comes Hefner. Hefner coming up court, pull-up jumper, hops in and out. Serban will slow it down as she comes across midcourt.
Northern normally likes to play up-tempo, but they can afford to slow it down a little bit with his 9-point lead.
Shot clock at 15 seconds. Serban has the ball, looks inside for Luersman, gets it back over to Dixon. Dixon goes inside, has an opening, puts it up. Abby Dixon gets the roll, her first basket with 3:07 to go, and the lead jumps to 11.
That's a big basket. That was a smart play. She used that screen and get a look here. She comes off that screen and she sees that opening, and right away she's like, I'm going for it. I'm going to go aggressive. And that aggressive play earned her the chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Dixon out of Valley View High School. Free throw a little bit strong, and the rebound comes down to Hefner. Northern lead at 11. Inside Wilson. Back out front it comes to Hahn. Hefner looks inside and now gets it to Gribble. Move. Block. Luersman. Hahn tried to put it up, but boy, big time defensive play by Luersman.
Great block and her 12th rebound this afternoon for Luersman.
Serban has it. Out front, there's a wide open Dean, puts it up and in. And it's slipping away from Marietta. They'll take a timeout. 2:24 to go. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here and remind you that this afternoon's game is brought to you by John and Tony's Restaurant. Four Seasons drive-thru, Jalapenos Mexican Grill, whatever cards and games. Brown and NKTelco all bringing you college basketball from Ohio Northern. Replays of this afternoon's contest will be shown on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Friday, March the 17th at 9 p.m. and Sunday, March the 19th at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Marietta had to take the timeout, slow Ohio Northern down, and set themselves up for a possible score here.
They're down to about everything has to go near perfect down the stretch, starting with this possession.
And Ohio Northern will draw the foul. And let's see who it's on for the Polar Bears. Mackenzie Soprano will pick up her second. That's the team's fourth.
And the Schill at the line for Marietta, 2 shots.
As Hannah Schill will go to the line.
Chance for Marietta to score with the clock stopped. Haven't been real great on the free throws. They're now 8 of 15. Ohio Northern 11 of 14 this afternoon. Usual too. Neither team shoot good on their threes. 3 of 15 for Marietta. Just 2 of 10 for Ohio Northern.
And let's see, there'll be foul on the rebound. That's going to go against number 21, Aaron Hahn. That'll be her second.
And that will be the 5th foul, so that means we go to the other end. And Brooke Allen, she had a great game on Thursday night. She's topped that. 2 shots here coming up for the sophomore, Brooke Allen.
Free throw just a little bit short. Allen, a 47% free throw shooter. Second toss, it's there.
Back into the Bears, number 13, Abby.
For Brooke Allen.
56-43, our score, 13-point Northern lead. Hefner will bring it up court. Schill. Long range by Gribble. Inside rebound. Shot doesn't go by Hahn, and Marietta's just suddenly gone cold at the wrong time.
Those shots have just not fallen. That's always a danger when you're on the road, not quite as familiar. And right now, the Northern Polar Bears in the driver's seat.
Back to Luersman. Shot no good. Up court quickly. Here comes Schill. Gribble. Inside the lane. Dixon on her. Shot no good. Luersman with yet another rebound. And Serban has it.
13th rebound. Both coaches talked in their keys how important rebounding was. And overall total rebounds, 49-38 in favor of the Polar Bears.
Luersman. Back over to Serban. Gonna think about big plays in this one. Luersman, there's one right there.
Great pass there by Abby Dixon and Luersman as the Ohio Northern fans can feel it.
Kristen Luersman has come up with a lot of big plays here in the second half. Nice move inside by Aaron Hahn. It's a 13-point difference. Serban. And of course, Bryn Serban brings it across the timeline. It's going to be a 30-second timeout with 22 seconds on the shot clock. And Ohio Northern with a 58-45 lead. And boy, you take a look at some of those numbers. And Brooke Allen, 20. Bryn Serban, 19. Kristen Luersman with 12. And then in the second half, you get some help from some of the other players on the Ohio Northern team. Abby Dixon, a huge basket. Abby Akamine with a bucket. Grace Dean with a bucket. Dials with another free throw. All those points add up to a 13-point lead.
You said how big a second half Luersman had. She only had 2 points at halftime. 12 now, 10 points in the second half. It's really just added on. A very well-played game this afternoon played by the Polar Bears.
Jada Benjamin back out on the floor for Ohio Northern as Grace Dean also out there. Warnicki is out there. They'll play the clock as Benjamin running right-hander, and Jada Benjamin with 18.9 seconds is going to score. And Ohio Northern is going to advance to the NCAA Division III tournament, winning both the regular season and tournament, as our shot will count down with 5.3 seconds, as there'll be some ceremonies afterwards. We're going to try and talk to Coach Mark Hilsman here in just a moment as the time expires.
60-45, the Polar Bears. Huddle at half court, and why not? A great game by the Polar Bears. They win 60-45. They have won the OAC Regular Championship. They have won the tournament. They have gone undefeated at home here in the OAC. As Coach Hilsman gets them over there, they shake lines to the Marietta team, cap off a very fine season of their own. They end the season 20-7. Not their afternoon for Marietta girls, but the Ohio Northern girls. What a game for the Polar Bears, led by Brooke Allen with 20 points, Bryn Serban with 19 points, 10 rebounds, Kristen Luersman 12 points, 14 rebounds, and the OAC tournament champions and heading to the NCAA tournament is the Ohio Northern Polar Bears. We'll do a trophy presentation here as Dave's going to have a quick chat here with Coach Hilsman.
Stay with Ohio Northern University coach Mark Hilsman. NCAA tournament, regular season, it's been quite a ride. How's your emotions right now?
Unsure. Proud of our kids. They work really hard. We didn't get to celebrate the regular season title because of when it happened. So for them to be able to celebrate for as hard as they work, this is really special for them.
As you look at the big plays coming down in the second half, the senior leader, obviously, but you had so many big plays from so many different players, and that's what it takes, isn't it, Coach?
It takes a team. It takes a team to win a championship, especially in this sport. You need everybody, whether they play or not, when their minutes are, all of those things, they don't really matter. You need everybody.
As you look a little bit forward, what about the tournament coming up?
just another time where you got to beat a good team by 1 point.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Coach.
Appreciate it.
That's Ohio Northern University coach Mark Hilsman. Ohio Northern University advances as they win the tournament championship of the Ohio Athletic Conference. They'll move on to play in the NCAA tournament. Ohio Northern 60, Marietta 45. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
All sorts of presentations about to be made here at Ohio Northern University, and Commissioner of the OAC about to do that here on behalf of the Ohio Athletic Conference, and T-shirts passed out. And
bear with me.
A great year for Ohio Northern University.
Great year. They did everything all year. They win the regular season and play big in the tournament.
So first I'm going to recognize the all-tournament team, and if you're here, if you could come up and have a photo taken behind.
Recognizing right now the all-tournament team for Ohio Athletic Conference. We'll try and Hoschauer, outstanding player for Otterbein.
I think there's also a player from Mobile Mullis.
And Brooke Allen.
Brooke Allen, she had 34 points in 2 games.
From Marietta, Devin Hefner.
Marietta, Devin Hefner.
Also from Marietta, Aaron Hahn.
And Aaron Hahn.
OAC Tournament MVP from Ohio Northern, Bryn Serban.
Bryn Serban, MVP in the tournament. As there you see the 2 Ohio Northern players. And the team's going to join them.
Need Serban and Allen wanted the team to join them in the middle there. As Coach Hilsman says, takes the whole team.
Their overall record is now 20-7, and we'll hope for an automatic bid at 2:30. Or sorry, an at-large bid at 2:30 on Monday.
And on Monday, the at-large bids will be released, if I'm understanding correctly. Northern, number 18 in the country. The first title since 2017.
So with today's win, they clinched the OAC's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. They'll find out where they're going on Monday.
Ohio Athletic Conference Commissioner Sarah Hottie making the presentation.
Tournament trophy, I'm just going to do both at the same time because they're tired of me talking anyways. Tournament trophy right here.
Great stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the regular season trophy.
Head coach Mark Hilsman. 23-4, the Polar Bears.
And it's always sweet to win the title and the tournament championship, but to win it at home in front of your fans, it doesn't get any better.
That's for sure. As there you see, Ohio Northern University 2022-23 basketball team champions of the OAC tournament, champions of the regular season, and on their way to the NCAA tournament.
These girls, quite a year. They'll never forget this year. And then they have either a road trip or they might be playing here. They'll find out where their next game is as their season will continue in the tournament.
Say we can take a look at our final stats here in just a moment. Once we have those, we can go ahead and put those up. There you see the final numbers. The big number, of course, 60-45, Ohio Northern with a 15-point lead. Boy, and in that final quarter, Ohio Northern, you could just sense it about halfway through that fourth quarter that Ohio Northern, led by some outstanding senior and the MVP of the tournament, Bryn Serban, it was going to be Ohio Northern's time to shine.
She played virtually the entire game. She only sat out about 2 minutes before the very end of the game, and she took the team on the back from the beginning. She scored early. They took an 8-0 run. They led this entire game. Kept waiting for Marietta to have to run, and the defense of Ohio Northern stopped that. Marietta, as you see the overall shooting, just 17 of 66. Other than the second quarter, they didn't shoot very well. Ohio Northern 23 of 57. Neither team real great on the threes. Another key was the free throws. 12 of 16 for Ohio Northern, compared to 8 of 16. Rebounding, we talked about that being a big key. They out-rebound the Pioneers by 12, and then turnovers kind of overcame that a little bit. Only had 15 turnovers compared to only 8, but you overcome that with some of the performances we had today. And Dave, what some good days today. Brooke Allen, 20 points, 9 of 14 for field goals. Bryn Serban, a double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, several steals. We don't have it in front of us. Kristen Lursman, 12 points, 10 in the second half, 14 rebounds as the Polar Bears, those three girls, and then some key players by several passes and scoring down the stretch as well. And that's what makes the Ohio Northern Polar Bears OAC champions.
And Ohio Northern comes up with their 5th Ohio Athletic Conference tournament crown, and the first since that 2016-17 season. So history-making campaign for Ohio Northern this year. And they're going to try and cut down the nets here, so we'll get some of that action for all of those watching here on NKTelco Sports. Thanks for joining us as Bryn Serban will cut the first strand, I guess, off.
Yeah, what a senior, what a year. MVP of the tournament. Pretty good chance she's OAC Player of the Year. What a season. What a game for Bryn Serban.
Yeah, you look at Bryn, 19 points this afternoon, and there's Kristen Lursman, and I got to admit, I was tempted to ask Coach Hillsman about Lursman's three.
Oh, yeah.
That was a rather big three-pointer that really gave Ohio Northern some distance at a time when they were needing a little space between themselves and Marietta.
Every time Marietta had a little mini run, Ohio Northern answered it right away and scored. And that was a big three there, and Lursman capped off a great second half for Lursman.
See Grace Dean
had a big game on Thursday night. She had 9 points off the bench, a lot of big baskets. Her and Brooke Allen really kept them in the game, that they came from behind and beat Otterbein by 1. And then for her effort, they wouldn't be here this afternoon celebrating an OAC championship.
Great shot of the Ohio Northern University squad cutting down the nets, and the scoreboard in the background. 60-45, Ohio Northern with the win.
Ohio Northern goes to 11-1 at home. They did not lose any of their OAC games. That's 9 OAC games during the regular season and then 2 in this tournament. The only game they lost at home was early in this season to Ohio Wesleyan.
A very good Ohio Wesleyan team, by the way. That was way back. That seems forever ago.
Yeah, that was way back in maybe November, as I'll try to look it up here. That was back on November 22nd. That was 3 months ago. 64-60, the Polar Bears lost that game. And then after that, they went on their 12-game winning streak, won 16 of 17, and capped it. And then, there was a little bit of concern going into this tournament that Ohio Northern hadn't been playing their best basketball like they were playing during that winning streak. They had only won 2 of 4, lost a couple games in overtime, lost to Muskegon, wrap out the regular season. And to be honest, they probably didn't play real great on Thursday, but they did enough to win. But they played a great overall all-around game here this afternoon.
Yeah, this afternoon, great performance against Marietta. And Marietta, you were looking at Marietta coming into this game. They had won since the first of the year, 13 of their last 15 games. The only losses they had were 2 OAC road games, and that was it. And they had 8 in a row coming into this afternoon's contest. So Otterbein and Marietta, as the tournament unfolded, those two teams coming into the tournament were probably the two hottest teams in the conference with impressive winning streaks.
Yeah, Otterbein had won 6 in a row, Marietta 5 in a row, and yeah, they came into the home den, if you will, over the Polar Bears. The Polar Bears defended their home, came through when they needed to on Thursday, and just really dominated, led the entire way here. And that, it's rare to have that in a competitive game where you're playing an equal type team. To lead the entire way, they got off to an 8-0 start, and at some point in the, I want to say in the second quarter, Marietta tied it, and it got it, and then they went back and forth. It was 1, but after that, they led the entire second half. Never really got. It was a 2-point game at halftime. They outscored Marietta 13-7 in the third quarter, and just rolled from there, outscored them 19-12 in the fourth quarter. Big second half for the Polar Bears.
And it's I'm just noting here on the stats that this afternoon's game, largest crowd of the season here at home, 756 folks here at Ohio Northern University's Sports Center. And Marietta, it's something we were noting. They had tremendous support of their program at home. Over 1,000 folks watched Ohio Northern and Marietta play when the Polar Bears played down there. And with the renovated or the new look here at Ohio Northern University, outstanding attendance here this afternoon of almost 800 folks. And it was a lively arena.
Yes, it was a lively arena. It's always nice to have these championships on Saturday. You have more family, and I'm sure more people from Marietta could come than they could if it was played during the week. So great attendance by both schools here. So yeah, it's appropriate that it was the biggest attendance of the season for Ohio Northern.
And of course, Marietta, they finished the season at 27, and head coach Cole Vivian, he's done an outstanding job with the Marietta program. A little bit short here this afternoon, but Marietta will have to wait for the at-large bid or offer.
We were looking at the region rankings earlier, in the region that Ohio Northern, Marietta, and Baldwin-Wallace are in. Ohio Northern was first, and Baldwin-Wallace was ranked, I think, third, and Marietta was fourth. So it's going to be tough for Marietta to get in. There was another team in there. So I'm sure Baldwin-Wallace is hoping for a call. What they say Monday, there'll be, I'm sure the calls go out Sunday, and they release it on Monday afternoon, I believe they said at 2:30.
2:30. At 2:30, yep. So
Ohio Northern doesn't have to worry. They can relax. They know there could be traveling. It's possible it could be hosted here. There's a lot of things that go into how they decide it here. Great facilities here, but the NCAA Division III committee will come up with their brackets and their sites. And nonetheless, congratulations. A great season to Coach Hilsman and all of the Lady Polar Bears.
We got to wait till Coach Mark Hilsman gets up there. He's got to be able to cut a little bit of that.
Oh, yeah, you got to leave the last strand.
Head coach gets that, doesn't he?
That's like an unwritten rule. You leave the last strand for the coach. He usually throws it to the seniors. And but everybody, players, managers, everybody close to the program, and then here's Mark Hilsman.
We're going to hang around. He's probably up, probably talking to his parents who attend many of the games here, as Coach Hilsman's going to make the climb up the ladder. Career win number 47 is pretty sweet for the head coach for Ohio Northern University. There it is. And that one can move on to the trophy stand. And I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here this afternoon. Without those folks, this contest would not be possible. Of course, a big tip of the hat to Ohio Northern University for allowing us to be here. Also, John and Tony's Restaurant, Four Seasons drive-thru, Jalapeno's Mexican Grill, whatever cards and games, Crown and NKTelco. Our scoreboard sponsor, John and Tony's. Our tournament sponsor, special thanks to Crown. Additional sponsors, whatever cards and games, Four Seasons drive-thru at Jalapeno's Mexican Grill with locations in Ada and Shawnee. Northwest Ohio Liquidations, Holiday Inn Express in Wapakoneta. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of today's women's basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Friday, March the 17th at 9 p.m., Sunday, March 19th at 7 p.m. And you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank all of our crew here today. Did a fantastic job on the cameras. Mark Fissel, Paul Downing, and Kurt Kuffner. Our assistant director, Jeff Henchen, and our director, Scott Robinson. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me this afternoon, Dave Kanapke. Final score, Ohio Northern University 60, Marietta College 45. The Polar Bears move on to the NCAA tournament. In addition to winning the regular season, they also won the Ohio Athletic Conference tournament here today. You have been watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.